All right, shalom. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect and 1/3. And Lord's will, this lesson will be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. And Tawada, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, forgive me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, the anthem of an age has ended. Call Halal, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. So pretty much just want to do a quick lesson on the incident that happened today, as well as a few other topics pertaining to Esau, Edom, and the end of his rulership. Okay, this is what we're truly witnessing for you brothers and sisters out there, and for you brothers as well as you sisters. If you find the battle increasing, this is because it's at the end. We're at the end here. All right. So let's start off with the scripture real quick. This is 2 Ezra 6 and verse 9. For Esau, Edom is the end of the world. And just like what we saw today, all right, with the Francis Scott Key Bridge, okay, that was a scene right out of the movie Leave the World Behind, okay? And just like Elder Pastor said, we know what's up, okay? We know, who's behind it, all right, and ultimately what it's going to lead to. But we're going to take these moments and extrapolate, all right, using an $8 word. We're going to extrapolate, all right, through the scriptures and ultimately through the Holy Spirit, all right. So it says, for Esau is the end of the world. Now, the word world has many different meanings. Let's actually look up the online etymology. And if it doesn't give us what we want, we can just go right into the scriptures. So let's look up the word world. All right. So you have human existence. You also have the affairs of life and also a long period of time. All right. So you would in the scriptures, it's known as eon is a Greek word for world. Oikomene is another Greek word for world, as well as cosmos is a Greek word for world. Just like when you go into John 3:16, you have to understand the context to understand what world it's speaking about. Okay, so in this instant, with Esau being the end of the world, meaning a period of time. Okay, and it may feel like a long period of time right now. Okay, but it's actually a very short period of time compared to eternity. All right. Look, it also goes into age of man. So Esau is at the end of his age as ruling as, is this the man? Okay. Is this the man that shook kingdoms? He is at the end. All right. And I'm telling you, these bottom level, everyday blue collar, get up, go to work, take pride in what I do, Edomites, Americans, they are doing nothing but sighing and crying. Okay. They see that this thing is gone. They see that Babylonian dream that they once tasted is now gone. Okay. And it's a beautiful thing to watch. It's a very beautiful thing to watch. So let's read this again. 2 Ezra 6 and 9, for Esau is the end of an age, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So if somebody wanted to know, well, who's up next? Should I be learning Mandarin? Right? Who's up next? Well, we're next. Okay. We, as the Israelites, we are next to rule in our kingdom, which will be the kingdom of Yahushai, the kingdom of King David. Okay. Will last forever. So we are elated in the spirit because we are witnessing the end of an age. All right. End of a wicked age. And what I want to do is go a step further. So now that I said that, so we've seen that this happened, right? Now, something that that I saw, I can't remember where I saw it at. It was either a brother or it was left on a comment. Someone left a comment, but this bridge, all right, it was named after the man who is the author of the national anthem of Babylon. Okay, so you have the Star Spangled Banner, right? Well, it says a poem written on September 14th, 1814, by a 35-year-old lawyer and amateur poet, Francis Scott Key. This is the same bridge that has collapsed today. Okay, so this was an omen. All right, this was an omen. Let's go to this. The word omen. The word omen is a casual event. See, because this was an event. Now, this could be looked at as a mistake or an accident, but this event that took place has a bigger meaning than just a ship accidentally crashing into a bridge. A casual event to portend good or evil, and it's both. Okay, it's good for us, evil for them. So the same bridge that collapsed is named after a man who authored the national anthem. And when you look up an anthem is a rousing or uplifting song identified with a particular group, body, or cause. So this was showing you that the anthem of Esau's rulership has reached its point of no return, and now he's at the end. Okay, real quick. This is Job 20:4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth? And that's one thing that has gotten me, all right, in my spirit. It has, quote unquote, baffled me, even though we understand how the operations of everybody's character and how it plays out. But the pride that this place has reached to the level to where man and woman, can walk around as if they created theirself. They don't need a God. They don't acknowledge a creator. I've been saying this for a while. The creature has gone mad. So they have gotten drunk in this short period of time. And now it's time to sober up, just so you can get drunk again, but not off pride, but off judgment. Because you were getting ready to get drunk off judgment. You've gotten drunk off pride for a very long time. Now it's time for you to make room to get drunk off judgment. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth? Yeah, you were put here, okay? You were put here. You were able to get here because of the Lord's will, all right? You were created for the Lord's will, and Esau doesn't acknowledge that. This is why they say they didn't lay it to end their latter. They didn't lay it to heart of their latter end, okay? It says that the triumphing, the anthem of the wicked. See, let's see what this word triumphing. Look, that the mirth of the wicked, that the exulting of the wicked, the joy of the wicked, the rejoicing of the wicked, the anthem. Okay, look, that the singing of the wicked is short. There you go. The anthem. See that? The same bridge that collapsed is named after the same man who wrote the national anthem. Okay. Oh, say a stars mango band, right? You see, you got to stand up, pledge your flag, right? This is something Esau prides himself off of. Okay. But what he didn't lay to heart is that singing of the wicked is short. Okay. That the singing of the wicked is short and the joy of the profane for a moment. See that? So this is an omen. Okay. This was an omen. Now I'm going to take it a step further. All right. Kick him while he's down spiritually. And let's just see what this word triumphing means as well. See, ringing, cry, shout for joy. So that is that what the national anthem is based off, Oh, thank goodness. And let's actually go into this. So when you look up the national anthem, where do I want to go here? So let's go here and let's click this back and let's just pull up the lyrics real quick. So when you look up the national anthem, there's one thing that caught my mind. There's a lot in it, which this was wrote based off a battle with Britain, which that's Daniel 7. Remember, 3 horns plucked up by the root. So when you go into this, it says, "Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, you're the land of the free and home of the brave," which there's a coin term that stuck with me when I was blessed to learn this truth, and it's land of the thief. Where is it? And home of the slave. Look, I didn't even know that was a song. I did not even know that was a song. See that? Land of the thief, home of the slave. See? And we're the slave. All right. So someone 16 years ago made this into a song, but this is a coined term that I heard myself when I first was allowed to learn the truth. See? So it went from home of the free, which they're meaning free from tariffs and tyranny of Britain, and land of the brave, meaning to stand up against evil and wickedness. But the whole time you're raping, murdering, robbing yourself, which I want to speak on that as well. But before I make that point, let's tap into this real quick. So it says, in home of the brave. Let me show you, brothers, what the word brave means. So what we know the word brave means to be what? Exhibiting courage, courageous endurance. But the word brave also means, look, wild, savage. See? Look. Crooked, depraved means wicked. Okay? So this is home of the wicked, home of the crooked, home of the savage, home of the wild beast man. Beware of the beast man, home of cutthroat, villain. Okay? And this is all the characteristics that he applied to get this land that he boasts himself in today. Okay? Habakkuk 2 and 12. Woe to him that buildeth the town with blood and stablish a city by iniquity. Cain did it. Remember, after Cain murdered his brother Abel, he went to the land of Nod, okay, and built a city there. That was a bloody man. So he built a town and city off bloodshed. And Esau did the same thing when he came over here, okay? When Esau got over here, he built this off bloodshed and inequity as a migrant, as an illegal alien, okay? All right, as a squatter. All right, that's what Esau did. He did it did he not? Did Esau not come over here as a squatter? Let's look this word squatter up, because I got something to show you for that too. We're at the end, man, and Esau's feeling it. So the word squatter means settler who occupies land without legal title. Is there a scripture on that? Absolutely. The Wadiya Bashim El Shai, Bashim Rakakudash, for putting that in my mind. Micah 2 and 1. Right? Did not Esau come over here as a squatter? Now, when he came over here, he had a legal title that was called a charter. Okay, that's how he was able to get here, by permission of the king. But what he did when he got here was a crime against humanity. It was prophecy, but it was a crime against humanity. So right now, Esau, borders being wide open, he's having a squatter issue right now. But everything that Esau is complaining about right now is the same principles or same actions that he took to establish this land in the first place. See, as the saying goes, it ain't if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. Another one is it ain't so fun when the rabbits got the gun. See, so before it was okay for Esau. Well, we defeated you. When I was growing up, that was one comeback that Esau would always tell me, well, we defeated the Native Americans. So they had no problem in their pride admitting that. Okay, they had no problem that of bragging that they took this land. See, but now this land is being taken back. It's being taken over. All right, which it's all by design from the powers that be. All right, this is all by design. All right, this is all for a bigger purpose. But the bottom barrel Egyptian Edomites, they are feeling it, okay? Because the patriotism card is what's got them upset. But the elites ain't here, okay? The higher echelon of Esau, they ain't here. They ain't in these games with you, okay? This is all by design, man. But anyways, check this out. It says settlers who occupies land without legal title, which in this case, it would be what, a lease or a what else is it? It's for it's escaping my mind. But for when you own a home, there's certain certificates that you get for that as well. It says homeless people in uninhabited buildings. So when Esau got over here, they called themselves what? Pilgrims. When did the Pilgrims land at Plymouth Rock? See, Mayflower. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait. Okay. Let's do some here. 102 Mayflower passengers with a diverse group made up religious separatists, later known as pilgrims, and others referred to by pilgrims as strangers, came here. Now let's put this in. Did the Mayflower carry slaves? While the Mayflower passengers did not bring slaves on their voyage or engage in a trade as they built Plymouth, it should be recognized the journey took place at a time when ships were crossing the Atlantic to set up colonies in America that will become part of the transatlantic slavery option. All right. So how many blacks were on Mayflower? There were no. Okay. So when they're saying when Esau showed up here with the Pilgrims, they themselves didn't have slaves, but they used that same port to import and export slaves. See, import slaves. So now let's go like this. What ships had slaves? Let's look that up. Here we go. See? So these are all the ships that carried slaves. Slave ships, National Archives. So right here they have a list of names, which they also there was a documentary. There was a documentary on certain ships that they either burned or destroyed so that you couldn't know what ships they used for slavery. Okay. So it says that, so if they're correct, the Mayflower itself didn't have slaves, but when Esau Edom got over as pilgrims, what did he do? He waged war with Gad, and then slaves came over not too long. Matter of fact, let's do this. So when did the Mayflower land? Okay, so, wait a minute. Mayflower arrived in New England on November 11th, 1620, after a voyage of 66 days, intended to settle near Hudson River, New York, blah, 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 blah. So it's 1620, let's see, land in America. December 16th, 1620. Now let's go like this. Watch this. I know the date. When did slaves land? When did the first slave ship land in North America? 1619. See? So you already had slaves over here. Okay? So you had slavery already in this land when Esau claimed, us as pilgrims, we came in 1620. No, you came to reap benefits off of what's being stolen. Okay, so you took up the position as a squatter as well, because Gad inhabited this land. They had their own culture, they had their own communities, and what did you do? You came in and took it over like it's yours, just like what they're doing to you now. So see, so Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand, just like it was in the power of your hand to get over here, right? And they covet fields and take them by violence. Did you not cover the field of the Americas, in so much that you coined your expansion to the west coast of America? You coined it the manifest destiny. And that's when you introduce yourself to the northern kingdoms, such as like Issachar, Reuben, all right, things of that nature. And what did you do? You murdered them, all right? You put them in gold. Oh, you got the coin 49ers, all right? But let's keep going. It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses. What? Right now, what's going on? They're taking our houses, but they're doing the same thing you did. How do you think Jake felt when you brought your ass? Like I said, I know it's prophecy, but we have to rebuke him, okay? We have to bring these scriptures out to understand why this is justified for what's happening to him, okay? So it says, Los Angeles home inspector sent squatters packing, Californians take squatting crisis into their own hands. This is why you had a war with Gad, because they had to fight back. So now Esau is attempting to fight back from people doing this, from people doing to him to the same thing he did to them. Okay, so now Esau's children are suffering for what their forefathers have done. This is the end of an age, man. Okay, I was watching a baby boomer video, and basically they said that the baby boomers either they did it or they were left with a bill that their forefathers left them. Okay, so Esau's through, man. Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. See? So slaughter is being prepared for the children of the forefathers who established this land of murdering, robbing, and such, right? That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Why? Well, because you see what happens when he does. Now, ultimately, it's prophecy, but when Esau's in power, wickedness increases. When the wicked are in power, wickedness increases. Okay, I believe First Maccabees tells you that. Let's see real quick. First Mac 1, and just give me a moment. Yep, he made the earth quiet, and then it says, is it 10? Yep, in verse 9, it says, after his death, talking about the death of King Alexander, right? The rough goat. They all put crowns upon their head, talking about his generals. So did they, their sons. See, after them, many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. See, so he's got to be put down so evils don't multiply. All right. And now Esau, Edom, is feeling what it's like he's feeling what it's like to have what an Edomite would do to you. Okay. Now the shoe's on the other foot. Trading places, end of an age. See? And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses. Did he not do that to Gad? Did he not do that to Reuben? Did he not remove Reuben from his land and then gave them reservations through the Trail of Tears? See? So now Esau is upset that he's being invaded, but they invaded once as well. Okay? They invaded once as well. Right here. Okay. How many what do we put? Europeans. Just getting some fun facts. Europeans came to America. European immigration to the Americas was one of the largest migratory movements in human history. Between the years of 1492, Cristobal Colon, and 1930, more than 60 million Europeans immigrated to the American continent. So right there. So when you start talking about this immigrant and aliens and go back where you came from, hey, my man, that's like calling the kettle, what is it saying? Calling the kettle black or however it goes. Hey, you the one to talk. And when you got here, you decimated Gad with your dirty ass pestilence. You brought bed bugs here, man. Okay. How did bed bugs come to America? What's this? Ships in the 17th century were riddled with bed bugs, and colonists probably brought them along to America in their belongings. There is no Native American word for bed bug, which indicates that they were brought to the New World by colonists. See? This is just a piece of it, man. So you want to know why there's that? Because of your ass, okay? All the sick things you brought here. Let's put Europeans. I don't want to get in trouble, but let's put brought. Look, Europeans brought pestilence and overworked Native Americans. They have no immunity. See? How many pestilence brought Europeans? 90% of Gad damn near fell off. When the nasty Edomites arrived, carrying their nasty things, which thrived in dense semi-urban population, the indigenous people of the Americas were effectively doomed. They had never experienced these things before, and this judgment tore through the continent, killing an estimated 90% of Gad. See? So for Esau talking all this mess and ew, yucky, you're the nasty one, man. You're the vile one, okay? And you're death, okay? You're nothing but death, all right? Now let's finish this off. And they covered fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. Sounds like a squatter to me. Sounds like the squatter to me. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. That's what you did. You brought boarding schools for Gad. You didn't allow Judah to keep their culture, okay, and their native tongue and their traditions. You beat it out of them. You didn't even allow Judah to marry legally. This is why you have the term jumping the broom, where Jake even does that today. You got Jake that'll marry a white woman and she'll jump the broom with Jake because that's the closest indication of culture that he has, and he can only trace it back to slavery. You did this, man. This is why this is spiritual, okay? That bridge, the bridge is over, okay? It's over. The triumphing of the wicked is short. It's done, man, okay? You ain't got nothing left, okay? And the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. You ain't got nothing left, man, and now your proud ass is on the way out. Let's go to Jeremiah, the most proud. Okay. Oh, this is the home of the brave. This home of the wicked. Look at all these scriptures on pride. Let's go to Jeremiah right here. Let's go to Jeremiah 50. All right. Let's get a little bit of this. And that's going to be the lesson. Okay. That's going to be the lesson. Jeremiah 50 and 29. Call together the archers against Babylon. All ye that bend the bow. Oh, and today, while I was doing my job, right? Being the good servant, okay, laboring away, Esau was complaining how Moab is taking things over, and they need to watch out for Moab because they're getting ready to wage war. And I said, man, that's beautiful. While Esau, with his perpetual hatred, nigger, blacks, right behind you, Moab gearing up, getting ready to take your ass down. Ham getting ready. Elam, Ishmael, they're all getting ready, and you over here looking at Jake, you know? You over here worried about Jake and the racial divide and all these other nations who you ain't talking about that you let in, that you committed whoredom with. Now they're locking up and loading and getting ready, and they're in your soil now. Now they're in your homes. Now they're in your backyard, okay? Now they're on a pilgrimage, and now they want to take you out. Now you the Gadite. Excuse me, now you the Native American. Now you the nigga. See? Everything that Esau did to Judah all the way down to Issachar, now these nations is getting ready to do it to you. Now the curses is creeping up on you, and you don't know how to take it. Okay? Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, military. Camp against it round about. They're here, man. I was thinking about that today. All these nations are going to partake in the third woe. These nations are actually in this land right now. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her. Ooh, recompense. What does this word recompense mean? Because we just had a history lesson through the Holy Spirit, right? Recompense. Let's see. It should go. Well, look, there it is. Repaid. Okay. Reward. Okay. Payback. All right. So let's do a translation. Let's take this off. Go like this. Let's look up this word. Look, there it is. Repay. Repay her according to her work. Well, we just read into some of the history of her work and what this place has done with the ancestors of these people here today, reaping the benefits of what their forefathers have done. And now they don't like that what their forefathers have done, other people are doing to them. Well, that's called payback, right? As they say in the world, karma, what goes around comes around. So it's now coming around, okay? The chickens have come home to roost. Oh, man. Hey, this is a beautiful thing, man. You brothers, sisters, just keep praising Yahweh Shemel Shai. Pay her ass back. Pay her back according to her work, according to all that she has done. Steal land, take over homes by violence. Now land's being taken and their homes by violence. And it's only going to increase because you also have to add in the factor of the third woe. and the MOTB. Okay. So it's about to get real out here. And then they're going to be waging war on themselves. Well, they did it before, the Brits and the early settlers. That's Daniel 7. Okay. If you want to know, if you want to understand the Declaration of Independence, that's found in Daniel 7. Okay. Verse 9, if you want to get into it, I believe after the Roman Empire. It says, recompense her according to her work, according to all that she has done, do unto her, for she has been proud against Yahweh Bashemel Shai, against the Holy One of Israel. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets. And we can see that. We can see how that's going to happen, ultimately through the third woe. But you can see that even through the Egyptians versus the Egyptians, which a brother was bringing out a beautiful point. The Egyptians being the Edomites, but also being the Babylonians. So you have Babylonians here that are of other nations that are going to be waging war with the Edomites as well. Okay, so it's going to be a lot of fist to cuff. It's going to be tussles. Okay, it's going to get war-y out here. All right, a lot of battle. Okay, and it says therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, O thou most brave, O thou most wicked, O thou cutthroat, O thou villain, O thou crooked. Okay, this is why your triumphing is short. Your singing is but for a moment. You see? So this is beautiful, man. This is beautiful to see. And it says, saith the Lord of hosts, for thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. See, you're being visited now. Okay. And it's only going to increase. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about. So at the end, all be all, not even Esau closes the borders, not if he gets back in office, not if he gets tries to get things to turn around. He's still got to deal with the mark, still got to deal with a new financial system, and ultimately after the mark, famine and pestilence and earthquakes and all that destruction, infrastructure destroying. Okay, he's gonna have to deal with the third woe and the destruction that's coming with it. So we are witnessing the end. The anthem of an age has ended. We are witnessing the anthem of an age has ended. So the Wadi Al Bashim Al Shai, man. Okay, so I pray I made all my points. But Thawadi Abashim Al Shai for giving me the inspiration to do this lesson. I would like to say, Call Hallah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, Shalom.